All right, let's get this party going. So, hello everyone. Welcome to XDC 2024. For those of you that I haven't had a chance to meet yet, my name is Mark Filion. I'm a senior marketing manager at Collabra, and I'm also a very proud member of the X.Org board since 2020. So I'm on my third mandate right now. So thank you to everyone who voted for me. I don't know who, but thank you. All right, let's get things going. So first off, welcome back to Montreal. I know a bunch of you were here back in 2019, so I'm super happy to see everyone back here 5 years later. A lot of things changed, but a lot of faces I've seen before, so it's nice to see that the community is still sticking together. First things first, because a lot of people asked me about it, the Wi-Fi information. It was listed out front, but I figured I'll put it up front here too. So basically, you just have to select Concordia Guest, put in the access code. There's a little pop-up that asks you for information. I just put my first name and it was all good. And it should be good for the rest of the week. I noticed on my phone it asked me to log in again today, but on my laptop it worked all week. But if it doesn't, you just have to refill that thing, and it takes a second to connect. Anyway, I'll have the slide back up at the end too, so if you don't have a chance to write it down now, I'll have it back after. First and foremost, XDC wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. So I wanted to give a shout out to our platinum sponsor, Collabra, who gave me the opportunity to organize. They can. Our gold sponsors, which we couldn't do without as well, ARM. Andrew is here. Thank you, Andrew. Google, Microsoft, and NVIDIA. Big hand of applause as well. Our silver sponsors, AMD, FEX-EMU, Igalia, Qualcomm, and the Linux Foundation. So thank you guys as well. Very, very important to have you on board. And last but not least, our bronze sponsors, Codeweavers, Chronos Group, and LibComputer. So thank you as well. Worth mentioning, I'm super proud to say that this year we had a total of 13 sponsors, which was a new record for XDC. So it's really nice to see that the community and these companies are supporting us and are growing numbers every year. So who knows, maybe we can get to 15 next year. That would be great. And I know there's a couple of companies that we've been talking to that said they might join next year, so fingers crossed. Speaking of bronze sponsors, I know you found out when you arrived this morning, but our bronze sponsor, LibComputer, had a gift for our attendees today. So they gave everyone a Solitude AML S905. It's their second generation Cottonwood hardware that features the AI accelerator, an Amlogic S905. But most important by far, is that very last bullet. It's upstream nearly everything. There's always a little thing that's not fully upstream, but everything else is upstream, and it runs the Mali, so it's supported by Panfrost. So really cool to have. So big thanks to LibComputer for bringing that surprise today. Really, really appreciate it. They had done that too back a couple of years ago and decided to do it again this time. So thank you, LibComputer. Big hands of applause as well. Just a reminder, we have an updated website. If you want to stay connected, it'll be updated regularly this week. And we also have the events list where I've been sending a couple updates, so it's the best place to get the XDC updates. And we're trying to be active on Mastodon, not as easy as other channels that we've used in the past, but there's more and more people following us on Mastodon, so follow us on there too to get the latest updates. It's really nice to see that the community is growing on there as well. I was a bit worried when other not mentioned social media networks started being special that we changed, but it ended up turning out really well, and it's growing really well. So kudos to the community there as well. All right, more useful information. As you saw this morning, breakfast is provided every day, and during the coffee breaks too, we'll have snacks as well, so you're good to go there. For lunch, you're free to roam the area. I just put a quick URL there that points to the Google Maps, but there's a ton of restaurants around here because it's basically like a downtown campus. So there's restaurants galore, so you can walk around and find whatever you feel like having for lunch. So you've got time today and tomorrow to walk the streets and find a place to go. Next up, tonight, big difference. In previous editions, our welcome party was the night before it started. This year, we decided let's do it the first night when everyone has arrived, has gotten some rest. So tonight we'll be having our welcome party at Trois Brasseurs, so it's in Old Montreal. It's like, give you a chance to see Old Montreal for those of you who have never been. It's located on one of the first streets ever built in Old Montreal, so it's a really beautiful street. And anytime you Google Old Montreal, it's literally that street that shows up first in the pictures. So it'll be an opportunity to check it out. When you show up there, it's from 7 to 11. You walk in, go up to the second floor. We have drinks and food provided. And all of it is sponsored by Collabra. So big thanks again to Collabra for sponsoring our welcome event tonight. And I hope that you'll all be joining us. So 7 p.m. sharp. Don't miss it. All right, this year's schedule. Big new thing this year is we decided to switch things around. In the past, we've always had 3 days of talks and then people going in and out to meetings, workshops, and whatnot. And we figured a lot of people came up to us saying it would be nice if people stuck around and just focused on the talks for a couple of days and then focused on meetings and workshops and hacking and whatnot, because we've never had actual Hackfest for XDC. So this year we're trying something new. As you've seen the schedule, we have 2 days back-to-back talks, and then the third day on Friday is entirely for workshop meetings and hacking. I'll get back to that in a second. A reminder for the lightning talks, we have one block tomorrow that starts at 4:45, and then we have a shorter block Friday afternoon. For those of you, we got about a dozen lightning talks. It's 5 minutes, so you gotta stick to that. And I need all of the speakers to upload their slides on Indico, the ones that have lightning talks. So that will allow me to put it all together in one big block. Hopefully it'll work well, but I'll be able to go faster, especially for the recording. If you have only one file, we can go back to back to back to back. So yeah, come see me if you not too sure how to add it to Indico, but it's pretty straightforward. Just log in and you can see a place to upload your files. Also new this year, and I'm especially proud of that. This week has been our very first Freedesktop week, which basically enabled us to bring together both the GSteamer conference and XDC co-located, same venue, same time. It had never happened before. And I was always a firm believer that Freedesktop communities should come together and get a chance to collaborate instead of just talking on mailing lists. They should get a chance to meet and see it face to face and talk. So basically this week, Monday and Tuesday, we had the conference in this room. And today and tomorrow, we have XDC right here. And then right across the hall, we have the GStreamer Hackfest. And it's open for everyone, so you can walk back and forth, go meet some of the devs there, come back here, you know. Anyway, nice opportunity for everyone to meet and mingle. I hope it's something that will keep going in the years ahead, but it's also something new that had never happened before. So I'm super happy to see that it worked out this year and that we have both communities together in one place. So it shows the strength of Freedesktop. So super proud of that. All right, just to get a summary of the layout, ABCD is where we are. Right across, EFG is where the Hackfest is. So it's right in front. And the lounge area, yeah, that's where you were this morning, where the breakfast and breaks were. As I mentioned earlier, Friday we have workshop meetings and hacking. We already have 2 meetings that are planned. So we have a display KMS meeting and a Wayland workshop. We have the entire floor on Friday. So submit your ideas if you want to get some meetings in. I saw a couple ideas that were submitted already that we'll approve today. But if you got some more meetings or something you want to suggest, submit it on the website and we'll schedule it. We got tons of space, so we can totally make it work. And just, yeah, Friday at 5 p.m., we're going to, after the day of meetings and hacking, and like I mentioned, this is like a whole new thing, so that's what we're adjusting. But Friday at 5 p.m., we're going to reconvene here after the day to have the State of X.Org talk that we have every year. And then we'll be followed by recaps of short lightning talks of every meeting or workshop that happened during the day. And we'll close it off that way. Of course, I have to mention it every year because we pride ourselves on it, but the X.Org Foundation does have a code of conduct and an anti-harassment policy that we're sticking to, and we have to remind everyone, and you've all signed up and confirmed you would abide by it by registering. So just a reminder that the policy is still there. We have a team in place again to report any breaches, so if anything, see something that shouldn't be taking place, don't hesitate to report it to one of those 4 people there, including myself, and we'll address it as soon as possible. It's super important for us that everyone has a very enjoyable experience and that they don't encounter any issues. All right, Once again, Wi-Fi code in case you don't have it. And it's right there, and it's listed out in the lobby too, so you can find it as well. And yeah, thanks again for coming this week. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to come say hello. I'm one of the two guys with the long beards here. The other one knows who he is. So you can find me. And yeah, we're good to go. So let's get XDC started. I think our first talk is Connor. So Connor, come right up. Thank you.